What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, readoptionagency.com, 22 years selling full-time on eBay. And welcome to questions and comments on YouTube about eBay and or YouTube video. I already got the other video done about eBay and what's been going on there. So if you didn't check that out, go backtrack and check that one out. But here we're doing questions and comments and talk about YouTube and YouTube strategy and what I'm doing now here, there with all these videos and stuff. So let's go. So with YouTube, so doing the more videos, trying to grow the channel and give you guys better options of what you want to watch, what you like, stuff like that. So far, so good with the feedback. So thank you guys for that. You like that it's broken down into 3 videos. You can watch the one you like. I do notice the first video gets, at least yesterday, got all the attention. The other 2 kind of, after this one and the next one, fall kind of by the wayside. So, but got comments on each one about how you liked them. So it'll eventually, I think, pick up. So one of the things I was going to try to do is see if that equates into more watch time, growing the channel, more subscribers, etc., etc. So we can look into details of that before we get into the questions and comments. So as I stated yesterday, I was hoping for yesterday or the day before to get near the $60 range. I think I only made it to $45. So, which I was hoping to at least squeeze out 50 on the low end. I was hoping to hit 60. So that would have been for the 5th. That was the first full day of switching over. So what I learned yesterday by looking at these numbers is you got to pay attention to the watch time, the number of hours. That's what's going to dictate your money, not necessarily your views. Because my views went up, but my money went down because my watch hours went down. So even though I had more videos up, which I thought would bring, make people watch longer because you could watch a whole video about whatever topic you wanted. So you'd be watching a 20-minute, but apparently there was more people who watched my hour-long videos altogether than breaking them up. So we'll see if that continues or not. Maybe I go back to one long video if that's going to be the case. So make sure you watch the video you like and make sure you like it also to help out. So we're going to start focusing into on these watch hours. So that first day, which was kind of, just nothing planned exactly, figuring it out, was 4.5 thousand views with 671 watch hours. I did get 5 new subscribers that day. Estimated revenue of that day was $45. So my hope is that each day will build upon each other because I have so many videos out per day that for days and days can still bring in views and can still grow. So I've got more things that can grow as opposed to just one video that could grow and or shut down, where now I can have 5 plus my shorts across the board that could sprout, and one of them could sprout into something, bigger. So we'll look at yesterday and see what changed. So 4.5, 671 at $45. So yesterday I expected a little bit more, which kind of happened, but I also got a little bit less. So the views went up from 4.5 to 5.7. So I got an extra 1,200 views. But my watch hours were 671. They went down to 664. So I got 1,200 more views, but I got less watch hours. Interesting. That's what this is about. Figuring it out and playing with it, kind of like we would try to do with eBay. The number of subscribers, exactly the same. 5 new subscribers yesterday. I won't know the revenue till tomorrow's video. Based on the 671 at $45, 664, I'm guessing is going to be around the $40 mark. So went up in one aspect, but down in another. So we'll see on day 3 if having 2 days with all those videos takes it up even further, and hopefully we'll take the watch time up with it. We'll see. We shall see. But I'm fascinated with watching results and trying things and stuff. That's what frustrates me with the eBay now, is because no matter what I do, it changes nothing. My numbers still go down no matter what I do. It's like with eBay, we no longer control it. eBay is controlling your account. No matter what you do, it's not going to change a damn thing on your account because eBay has control of your account. We're in like a free market society or whatever. If you change something, you get results. They're either going to be worse or they're going to be better, as this is kind of showing. With eBay, that doesn't happen anymore. You change something, you're getting the same damn results. Promote it 10%, you promote it 20%. You're still getting the same damn results. The only difference is eBay's getting more money the one way and you're getting less. So, but as I'm talking about that, I'm digesting it because that's the first time I'm really realizing it and digesting that. How eBay, whether it is by design or is it by or by the website issues, they have control of this, your store, your account. That's pretty scary. I'm hoping it's just because of the site issues, more so, as opposed to punishing people who have low sell-through rate stuff. So let's get into some questions and comments to get into that. So we'll see where it goes. Can I do like a month running total? I'm sure I can. So let's do how much money I made on YouTube from the 1st through the 6th. We can do a kind of like we do in the eBay video. So for this month so far, and the estimated revenue this amount doesn't really dictate what you make for the month, because there's other weird things that involved in that. So we'll see on day 31, I guess, or 30, whatever there is this month, if that number correlates with the actual number that they say I'm going to get. So, like with, let me find it. I always forget where stuff is because I don't play on here as much. So like for August, since we're into September, my August total that I'm getting paid out this month is $200 more than July. So that's good. Thank you, guys. Much love there. $1,558. So my highest thus far was $1,755. So $200 better than last month, $100 less than the month before, or $200 less than the month before, which was my highest month. So still good numbers. Anything on here is good numbers. It's all bonus. So from the 1st through the 6th, 16.3 thousand views, 2.6 thousand watch hours, 28 new subscribers already this month, so welcome. And estimated revenue, $130. So that would be one. See, because that number wouldn't really add up, would it? Because it's saying right now my estimated revenue would be about $1,200 for September. So if we take 130, 1, 2, 3, 4, divided by, times it by 6-ish, 780. Yeah. So the number I give here is usually a little bit lower than what the actual end of the month outcome comes to be. So, and that could dictate other variables that even out by the end of the month or whatever. So, but 28 new subscribers, $130 in rev. So, all right, so questions and comments. All right, on my overnight videos, so I do those overnights with no sound. This is great. Too bad you don't have a screen that shows what you are listening to. So while I'm watching you, I can play the same songs. It would have some volume with it. Yeah, I'm still, it's obviously only 2 days into that, so I'm still trying to think, a better way of doing it. So I have no real way of showing another screen on my phone, but appreciate all the feedback though, because I definitely want to make it more appealing too. So, and maybe I do just sit down and put background music to it, but I don't really have the time to do that. Boom, 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 boom. Hey James, I'm reporting this to you again, as you are the eBay algorithmic authority and theorizer. I can say with certainty that eBay or Etsy's algorithm is directly tracking one another somehow. When I have a watcher, you mean the two websites are tracking each other? I don't know if that's possible. That would be all kinds of breach of contracts and all kinds of stuff. Spying on companies. I don't think that would be legal. And I don't think either company would condone to that. When I have a watcher on an eBay listing, it often sells at Etsy and similar vice versa. I think that's going to be more of just a coincidence type of thing. There's no way those two companies are sharing information about each other, or would even have the time or resources to do that, or would want to do it, honestly. There's an uncanny connection in some way which keeps happening. That could just be pure coincidence. Is there a chance of you asking your audience to see if anyone else is seeing this repeatedly? Love the videos. Don't let anyone try to discredit you. You are a recognized authority of knowing the pulse of eBay. Well, I appreciate that. I honestly don't think so because, like I said, legally, I don't think it would be even possible. No company would want to jeopardize themselves, especially, I don't think eBay would put themselves in that position with a smaller company like Etsy. I don't think. I think there's nothing to that, honestly. Could it be something dealing with Google? I know now it seems like more Etsy items come up higher in Google search than eBay items. So maybe when somebody clicks on the eBay and or Etsy item, it boosts it a little bit in Google. That would be my only theory, is Google placement. But beyond that, beyond the third party, I don't think it has to do with watchers, but maybe there's something within that third party algorithm that both places can tap into and just pull information out of, and that may dictate something on the site. That I could see being more possible than the two sites interacting. The way it's interacting with Google Ads, that could be something, I would guess. But I don't have that much knowledge to even theorize on something like that. So I can't even go there and give you even a shred of credible maybes. I can't even imagine my sales tracking in a 25% range. I literally have 21, 17, 32, $54 days this month alongside 752, 466, 431, 405, 393, and everything in between. I tend to list within a close range daily. I just had $1,500 over 3 days, followed by 420 over 3 days. I used to have most of my days between 250 and 500. Yeah. And that it goes back to the whole control issue I was talking about in the last video. I feel eBay has total, was I was talking about in this video too, but was I? I feel eBay has total control over our accounts right now, whether that's by design or by partly to do with the eBay site issues and or algorithm based. It doesn't feel like it's a free market anymore. It's an eBay controlled market, if you will. That's the direction I've been hesitant to really say that, just because but it's been dragging me that way, you know? And I think today with that realization, it's really sunk in that it's an eBay controlled market. Which just feels very communist to me, you know? It just does. That's why I hope that's not the case. I mean, how is that technically even legal to do? If that is the case, that could be a potential like government type of lawsuit, because that's not a free market. That's a controlled, like monopolish type of market, if you will. I mean, I'm not going to get into that because I'm not a legal expert or anything, but from the outside looking in, if that's the case, that could turn into, I would think, of course, there's a million loopholes in the world, could turn into problems for the company. Even if you try to blame it all on the algorithm, because guess what? You built the algorithm. Just food for thought. That's what my channel is about, is just trying to figure stuff out so we can get better sales and grow. So that's why I moved to Poshmark and concentrating more on growing YouTube, because when I make changes on YouTube, you can see the changes. So you can't grow what you can't control. I'm selling Avon, new to it. That's awesome. Be careful with Avon, though. From what I remember in the past, some people, Avon is a company that likes to come after people on certain items, new items or whatever. So be very careful on that. I don't know enough about it, so I'm not trying to scare you or anything. Just do some research on Avon. Maybe do a search on YouTube, Avon sellers, and see what other ones are talking about. If you're new to it, definitely deep dive into it, because I'm pretty sure they're one of the companies that, and also with the health and beauty, that's one of eBay's more stricter departments. So if you are new to it, definitely search YouTube for Avon sellers, even health and beauty sellers, and watch their content and get up to date, up to speed of what's going on in that world. Because that's a very sketchy world. So I wouldn't want you to, if you're new to reselling, I wouldn't want you to lose your account almost immediately. So definitely learn that crossover. Even if you know Avon 100%, learn how eBay can, handles health and beauty stuff. Love the feed, bro. New eBay error. A person asked me a question. I respond, and I try to respond a second time, and it says you already responded to this question. There's been a couple of times in the past that's happened. Haven't had that in a while. It usually seems like it's a bug when it does happen. Because I remember it happening in the past, but it wasn't like even a day-long event. It was just like a short little, what the hell's going on here type of thing. I absolutely love these kind of videos. That's the overnight quiet ones. So even you guys are liking the quiet ones. So thank you guys for that. Appreciate all you do. It is tougher out there, but you are diversifying and staying positive. Awesome. August was my worst month since 2016, when I was much smaller in scale. I don't even know what to say at this point. That's the thing. The whole, whether they're site issues or the change of the way eBay is controlling, or both, it's leaving a lot of people dumbfounded. Like, what the hell is going on? And like I've said and others said, I don't see it working out for the positive on eBay's side. Definitely not on our side. But I don't see it working for eBay either, honestly. I could be wrong. There could be variables I don't know about on the inside. Maybe they're charging more, promoted rate to the outside ad companies if certain items get more views than long tail stuff. So they can charge more advertising costs to these outside companies. Like I said before, eBay's become an advertising company, not a reselling platform. So if they're doing something like that and that's bringing in that generating that income, because just like the last report, their ad side was up mainly because of them raising our rates across the board. Their ad cart was up, their sales part was down. So they're turning into an ad company. So, we'll see. So eBay did updates on checkout, but they still charge the earth for multiple listing purchases shipping. I'm so fed up. If Poshmark can come up with a $7.95 up to £5, why can't eBay? Because they want to charge fees on shipping. Imagine how many multiple sales we'd get. Instead, I have to jump through hoops to reduce shipping or refund. Now, I have free shipping on media over 2 items, and I fight to get multiple sales. They don't promote multiple sales anymore. It's just hard to get. And especially with the poor store layout, it's not easy to get multiple sales anymore. Everything since the changes in the last 2 years have been poorly executed across the board. I can't think of one thing off the top of my head that I feel was a grave improvement, a big improvement. I mean, even the store design is hugely flawed from a seller standpoint. Definitely a buyer standpoint, but definitely from a seller standpoint, but even from a buyer standpoint, it's heavily flawed. So it took 5 years to sell something. At what point do you give up on stuff and get rid of it? Well, used to never. Just because eBay was always list it and leave it. It'll eventually sell. But now is that stuff what's killing a store like mine? There's where the questions lie. There's where the questions lie. All right. Well, that's all the questions and comments for this video, I guess. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Go check the first one if you have not checked that out. And next up, we've got the shipping video, so I can get the stuff shipped and get to the post office, so I can get to work. Actually get some work done today, instead of having fun talking to myself into a camera. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Later.